listen up, mate. You'll no believe what's happening in paradise the now. Brendan Rodgers is under massive pressure. His own words are causing chaos behind the scenes. And wait for it, there's even talk of a sensational return that could shake the whole of Scottish football to its core. Big thanks to last week's top commenters. You've been brilliant. James Brooks, always leaving great thoughts. Margaret, thanks for joining the chat and supporting the channel. Billy Noone, cheers for jumping in as well. Let's see who makes it onto next week's list. Keep those comments coming. We have 6 news a day to keep you updated with the mighty Celtic. Hit that subscribe button and be part of it. Let's no sugarcoat it, pal. Brendan Rodgers is feeling the heat right now. You can smell the pressure hanging over Parkhead like the rain clouds over the Clyde. Between the Europa League tie on Thursday, top of the table scrap with Hearts at the weekend, and that cup semi against the Rangers at Andy, who've just drafted in yet another new manager, mind you. There's no room for breathing. And of course, every pundit south of the border's rubbing their hands, ready to pounce if things go sideways. Classic. Now that loss at Dens Park, let's be honest, that was grim. No excuses, no bad luck stories, just a total collapse. For a Celtic side, that's as low as it gets. Losing to a team managed by Stephen Presley, I mean, come on. The man's probably still got nightmares about trying to stop Henrik back in the day, and now he's taking points off us. A sore yin, that. And you can see where it's fallen apart. There's nae spark, nae rhythm. It's like watching a Sealy band that's lost the fiddler. The tempo's gone, the imagination's dried up, and teams have figured us out. They're letting Liam Scales have the ball, bless him, and pressing everyone else to bits. He's been brilliant defensively, don't get me wrong, but when he's the one starting every move, it's going nowhere fast. By the time we get the ball to midfield, the opposition's sitting in, comfortable as you like, blocking every pass forward. It's like watching traffic on the M8, all sideways, nae progress. Even Calmac, our heartbeat, looks trapped. He's dropping deeper than the Clyde tunnel, trying to pick it up from the centre halves, and it's making us play far too slow. Teams have clocked it. They're no pressing him anymore, just waiting for the sideways pass to come, and poor Rayo and Nygren, they're running into traffic jams instead of open space. Rodgers has tried switching it up. Back 3, front 2, a diamond midfield, you name it. But the movement's still flat. The forwards are static. The midfield runners are invisible, and it feels like we're playing a metronome instead of a drumbeat. The swagger's gone. The Celtic way, fast, fearless, flowing football, has turned into this cautious, laboured stuff that gives even the likes of Dundee hope, and that's criminal, man. But here's the thing, and this is where I want your take, mate. Do you still trust Brendan to turn this around before it implodes? Or has the magic from his first spell gone completely? Because right now it feels like we're stuck between a rebuild and a reality check, and Celtic can afford to be either hit that subscribe button, lads, let's jay it. Loudy, till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Let's talk about this one because it's been rattling round every corner of Sucky Hall Street since the weekend. Brendan Rodgers and that Honda Civic patter that's got the whole of Glasgow talking. Now look, I'll be honest, I get what the gaffer meant. He's trying to say you can't expect him to win races. When the boards handed him the keys, he's a motor that barely makes it up Great Western Road. Fair enough, right? But the problem is, when you say that out loud, every single player in that dressing room sitting there thinking, wait, so I'm the Civic then, I? And Michael Stewart's come out saying exactly that. It's dangerous. Dangerous for the board, dangerous for the atmosphere, dangerous for the whole direction the club's heading. He's right to an extent if the board keep pinching pennies like they're saving up for a second-hand fiesta, and Rodgers keeps letting the frustration spill out in public. That disconnect just gets wider and wider. It's like trying to patch a burst pipe with tape from Poundland. It'll hold for a wee bit, but it's bursting again soon enough. And I'll tell you something, if this tension keeps brewing, we could be looking at one of those seasons, you ken the ones where we dominate possession, talk about processes and patience, but somehow still drop points to teams that celebrate drawing with us like they've won the Champions League. The board's playing with fire here because of frustrated Brendan Rodgers and a restless Celtic crowd. That's a storm you don't want blowing through paradise. Still, I can't help but feel a bit of sympathy for the man. He came back to prove a point, right? To rebuild his reputation, to take this team further in Europe, to show that the treble-winning days were just the start. But how's he meant to do that when he's looking at his bench and seeing lads that wouldn't even start for Kilmarnock? The man's got ambition, and it's clear the board's not keeping up. So here's the real question for you, and I want your honest take, pal. Is Brendan right to call it out like that, showing the cracks for everyone to see, or has he crossed the line, insulting the players and risking losing that dressing room completely? Because let's face it, if this keeps up, it's not just the Honda Civic that'll need fixing, it's the whole engine at Celtic Park. Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's giant loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts. Now here's a story that's got every Celtic heart beating a wee bit faster, eh? Ange Postecoglou, Big Ange himself, could actually make a sensational return to paradise. You heard that right, mate. The man who gave us that high-octane, heart-pounding, we never stop football might just be back on the horizon. So here's the crack. Ange is being punted by Nottingham Forest after only 5 games. Can you believe it? That's not even long enough to find the best chippy in Nottingham. Never mind build a team. It's his second sacking this year after things went south at Spurs. And now, according to sources close to the club, he's said to be open to a dramatic return to the green and white. Imagine that, the roar of paradise greeting the big man again. Gives ye goosebumps just thinking about it, doesn't it? Now, this isn't just idle talk. There's proper noise behind it. The whisper is, if Brendan Rodgers decides not to extend his deal, which, let's face it, is looking more and more likely with a board tension and fan unrest, Ange would seriously consider coming back. And why wouldn't he? He knows the club, he knows the culture, and let's be honest, he left behind a style of football that made Celtic look like they were playing a different sport compared to the rest of Scotland. Those 2 glorious years, treble-winning, fearless attacking football, that was the good stuff. Right now, Celtic sits second in the table, 5 points behind Hearts. Hearts! It's unthinkable, isn't it? This is not the time for us to be trailing anybody, never mind letting the league slip to a team that celebrates like they've won the World Cup every time they beat Motherwell. The pressure's mounting, the fans are restless, and the board's starting to sweat harder than a blue shirt in May. So here's the £1 million question, and I'm tossing it straight to ye, pal. Would ye take Ange back if Rodgers walks away at the end of the season, or has that ship sailed and it's time for Celtic to move forward instead of looking back? Because I'll tell you this, if Ange walked back through those doors at Parkhead, you'd feel the buzz of paradise light up like Christmas on Sucky Hall Street. Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's giant loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts.